Hey guys, it's Chris and welcome back to Thorium. You may notice a couple of things. Number one, the episodes that went up, the two previous episodes were put up on the same day and they had audio stuttering. I've now fixed that issue. The other thing you may notice is that we're halfway through a build right now, and that is because, like the derp that I am, rather than hit go live, oh my goodness, the blood moon! Rather than hit record, I hit go live. So I accidentally streamed 7 minutes of that build. That's 7 minutes of the build. We're expanding the house to make room for the blacksmith. And it looks like we got caught in a blood moon. So now is a really good time for us to investigate the new mobs. This one here is called Patchwork. He drops zombies everywhere and is quite hard to kill. Now that he's dead, he drops 2 books. That was easy, wasn't it, guys? Now that he's dead, he drops 2 books. One is called the Good Book, and the other one is called the Gravebuster. One is a healing spell, one is a magic spell. But also, killing Patchwork allows for another NPC to move in. So it's a good thing that we're halfway through this build that I was supposed to be building and not streaming. So yeah, basically he unlocks the confused zombie, who is a friendly NPC that sells zombie related stuff to us. So that's all good. So rather than, this was supposed to be a build episode and I done goofed, so we'll just do the blood moon, I suppose. Let's get the gear away, sort of some space away. Hopefully we'll get a money trough, which will lighten our load considerably. One of the good things that drops from the blood moon is a throwing item called the Severed Hand. Now the Severed Hand is 17 throwing damage. It's not as strong as our pod bombs, but they don't suffer gravity as much. You see, they go straight ahead. And they're quite plentiful during a blood moon. So, 2 things we can hope to gain from this. We can hope to gain more of these throwing hands, if I don't keep wasting them, which looks like I'm gonna. And we could probably gain a money trough, so that's going to be good. The other thing that drops, as you can notice, are these unholy shards. And once the blood moon is over, we will show you what they do. They actually get turned into what's called purified shards. And you can use them to create some of the healer-specific items in the game. So we'll just keep going through the blood moon. The blood moon is also good, as you've just seen, a good place to get bags of potential, because the amount of mobs that we get. Oh wow, we've got through all of those already. The amount of mobs that we get give us a higher chance to get those drops, so that's cool. So you can see the Severed Hands are a mob on their own, and then they drop like 23 on death, so we should probably like start stockpiling those. But yeah, and if they grab onto you, they blind you and they deal damage over time. So that's the thing. You don't want that happening. That's definitely not a thing you want happening. Alright, zombies, be kind. I feel like we need to light this area up more. Maybe get some lampposts on the go as well. Alright, dripplers, come on, these guys have got to be kind. We need a money trough. We definitely need a money trough. I should probably put this banner down somewhere as well. To think about longer term what we're going to do arena-wise. This might be a good way to get lenses as well. It's all coming together, boys. Alright. Now, these gorged eyes are slightly different eyes. I think they're just stronger. Some more severed hands off my face. The problem is if a severed hand reaches your face, it will despawn after it's done its thing. So you end up like losing the hands, which is a bit of a shame. Impaled zombie. Okay. Right, let's get these hands. See, they drop quite a lot. There's a bag of potential there. Quite a lot of hands. Cool. Pushing back the zombies. Yeah, we definitely need to work on lighting this area up. That's for sure. So I kind of don't want to use the severed hands just yet. I want to try and stockpile them. Come at me, zombies. But it's also good that Patchwork appeared straight off the bat. We should definitely go and pick up his loots and check out what they're all about as well. But now that Patchwork, he's kind of like a mini boss, and there's a couple of mini bosses in this game that don't spawn once they've been defeated the first time, but they trigger events. So, like I say, killing Patchwork has enabled the confused zombie to move in. If you're not careful, damn, I missed those. If you're not careful, you'll end up with a lot of zombies spawning. All right, let's see if we can get rid of some stuff. Wow. I mean, now would probably be a good time to, if we've got time left in the day, 1:23 AM. Might be able to do it. Let's just give him a go, shall we? Okay. See if we can get the eyeball down in this time as well. So our Grand Thunderbird arena is, you know, pretty handy for dispatching the eyeball. Oh, we're out of those already. Time to throw these. So they're doing like 18 damage. Ow, 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 ow. But these hands aren't affected by gravity as much. They seem to go pretty much in a straight line, which is kind of cool. Okay, that should be all she wrote for you, buddy boy. Ow. Now, the blood drops we've been getting, they're used quite heavily in necrotic stuff, which is based around gaining an extra life and gaining extra minions as well. So we might look into that a little bit as well. Alright, so that eye was no problem. No problem at all. Hopefully the night will get wrapped up very quickly, and then we can finish our housing build. But I feel like now that we've killed Patchwork, we're going to need a couple more rooms. But we'll have to probably look into that another time. Alright. No problem here, eyeballs. Dum-diddy-dum-dum. I keep glancing over now to check to see if I've hit the start streaming or start recording button. I think OBS probably won't want to move those away from each other, just saying. Ended up with 25 viewers in my room just laughing at me, going, that looks like the Let's Play world and not the stream world. And I was like, that's because it is. Oh, there was definitely egg on my face. Definitely egg on my face. Ow, ow, ow. Please stop. Alright, so. Where are we at? We're nearly at Thor 30. So this Blood Moon is nearly done. The night lasts about 10 actual minutes. More bags of potential is always good. So we can get a couple more. Nope. Wow, all of the shackles, guys. Oh, another abomination. Wow, incoming! No Money Trough to speak of. Nope, no money trough. Rips, we got 3 shackles. All of the bags of potential. Okay, let's get those away. Need to grab all this good. All the goodies. Put these materials away, and I'll show you what they're used for very shortly. I think we need to wrap this build up now. That seems like a job to do. Wow, all of the shackles. How many shackles do you want to give me? So yeah, the Gravebuster is quite good. And then that's a healing spell. Okay. So, back on task. Let's quickly make these. Get it put down. Now I know that we shouldn't really be building on the ground level, but we're kind of committed to it now, so. There's that, and then there's this. Are we going to have enough? Right, well we need to take this down. And then replace it. More of these, please. Yeah, so if you guys, if you ever have ever streamed and you've done what I did, where you accidentally hit live as opposed to going to record, leave a comment. Let me know that I'm not the only one, or just tell me that I'm the only one. That would make me feel even worse. Embarrassing moments. Right, done. That's that done. Right, so we're with the hay that we've picked up. I think these rooms are suitable, right? Already occupied. Oh, that's why, yeah. That one's suitable. Let's split the house. There you go. So that's now a different room. This is not valid housing? What? This housing is suitable. Okay, so you've moved, the chef's moved into here. There's that house is now, that room's now available. Just got to deck these 2 ones out. So that one's missing a light source and a chair. Is it a chair? Or should make a bar stool? It should definitely be a bar stool, shouldn't it? As we put in the bar stool, and then a light source. I feel like a candle's probably good. And then the other one, let's put in, say, oh, I don't know, wherever the sawmill is, a bench. So that's if your comfort item, maybe a dresser, it's a flat surface. Don't know why we put a dresser there, but you know. And then maybe one of these. Boom. 4 houses. Let's see who moves in. Dryad. Well, that's okay. Dryad doesn't sell anything new. It looks like he sells a bag of potential, but it's not. It's purification powder. So that's unfortunate. Okay, so let's just put a roof on this. So what I'm going to do is go over to here, make some hay roof. Here it is, hay wall. All of that. That should be enough, shouldn't it? And then up here, run this along like that. And then where's my hay wall? There it is. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up like this. And then put a platform there so I've got something to jump on. I mean, that looks about right. Or is that too high? I think that's 1 too high. Yeah, that is 1 too high. Okay, cool. going to run some platform here. We'll take it down afterwards. There's the blacksmith. He's the guy that we want. Alright. So we need to take out you, and you. Right, now we should be able to, for the most part, carry on as intended. And then we get to explore what the blacksmith offers us. So without flight, you kind of have to rely on putting platforms up and taking them back down again. Which kind of, yeah, it kind of blows. Alfred the Cobbler has arrived. Right, Alfred sells speed upgrades and shoes and such. Okay, so that's all done. And then just to even it out, go along this way. One more, isn't it? Yep. Down to here. Cool. How does that look? It looks pretty fancy. A nice place to live, in and around, surrounded by zombies. Okay. Yeah. So the cobbler can shine our shoes. The shine our shoes ability gives us movement speed, run acceleration, high jump, and see how quickly we move. With all the bonuses we've got, the movement speed bonuses, and all of that, we accelerate pretty quickly. So we get our top speed quite quickly. That's all good. Right, the blacksmith, wherever he is, over here, sells us a very important item, which is the arcane armor fabricator. He also sells us, depending on how far into the game, he sells us different kinds of weapons, which aren't bad, actually. See, there's a battle axe there, which is 17 throwing damage, which isn't bad. So we might actually snag a stack of those real quick. Let's sell some bits and pieces as well. It's not auto swing, but, you know, it's a weapon that will do in a pinch. Let's do that. Let's do that. Right, let's put these blocks away. Oh, I do love having movement speed increases. So, block. That's a back wall. That's also a back wall. Weapons. Away with you. There's a picture. Let's put that up. Don't mind pictures. Back wall. Done and done. I've got a vanity one. That looks like vanity, doesn't it? Yeah. See, and now Mort, the confused zombie, has arrived. He sells us zombie-related stuff. So we'll go up and have a chat with him very shortly. Let's get you away, and you. The sooner you can get yourself set up for clearing out your inventory, the better off you're going to be in the long run. Absolutely. So shop. The short one, Morhor, gives me an ample supply of ores. What? Morhor, you holding out on us, buddy? Dwarf friend? Question mark. Good. Right, so we need a place to put this fabricator down. We probably need to build like our own workshop space soon, but we'll look into it. Right, so he can sell you something called an enemy repellent, which reduces enemy spawn, but he has to wait. You have to wait for the time to repair those. And then he sells us things like vials of blood, vertebrae, rotten chunks, some cool swords. This is a boomerang. And then there you go. There's a minion tool. And then there's a spellbook called Teeth. Turns out life-stealing teeth. There you go. It steals life. I really shouldn't have bought that, but there you go. We should be mucking around with the spellbooks pretty soon. That's for sure. Because there are some cool looking spells going on in this game. That's definitely a thing. Okay, and I have a look at what the cobbler sells. Different kind of boots. Increased movement speed, your dash will reach its peak faster. Falling speeds increased moderately, so that's like steel toe boots. So that's good for like going into water. Drift boots, slow descent while falling. Turbo boots, jump height, increases your jump height greatly, so you might want to replace that with... They're not a direct replacement for the Hermes boots, that's for sure. And then there's healthy boots, which increase life regen. So it's a good thing we built all of those houses. The problem is we're now already, after just finishing this build, at maximum occupancy again. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 NPCs. And we've only actually really defeated 2 bosses. So that is crazy. That's also a good point to wrap up the episode, guys. So, yeah, thanks very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like rating, comment, and subscribe. I apologise for the last 2 episodes, and I apologise for not showing you the start of that build. That was a derp on my account. And I think for the next episode, we might create a separate space for us to do all of our work. So we'd move some of this stuff away and maybe expand this a bit more building involved, but you know, we've got a lot of people moving into our house. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.